Yes, last time on Pathfinder.
You want to do the recap?
Yeah, there were some elves. That's it. That's the whole recap.
I don't think that's true. There was also something else. Actually, no, it wasn't. It wasn't entirely elf.
I was actually
Besides
just
the
stalling
lightning
for
bug.
time so I could get the recording started before you said the recap cells. That's why I stalled.
You felon. You fall. You fallen? Fuck. You fell for his trap.
But yeah, we talked to the Sun Elves, then we talked to the Archon, and then we ate vegetables. Yep. And then we decided we go talk to the Sun Elves again. And try to convince them to not be
Right.
evil. And blow up the ground.
So you awaken the following morning in the accommodations that the Archon has provided to you. The rooms are sumptuous and well fitted, with all manner of arcane conveniences at your disposal. What do you want to do? You do have an objective now to investigate and potentially confront the Sun Elves in their headquarters, the Temple of Baelithor. The question is, what do you do in the meantime, or anything, or do you want to just go completely directly there?
Well, we want to have some kind of game plan about what we're gonna tell these Sun Elves.
Gonna bust in. We're gonna
Shoot them all.
I don't know, swear on our honor that we will aid them in their proper revenge, provided things they don't kill us.
Because we got the resources to give them the primo revenge.
Yes. I don't know. Any thoughts, pal?
Nope.
Head empty.
Good help.
Head empty, sorry.
Maybe we should gather some more information about the Sun Elves. Learn who they are.
Well, they like
From the people.
Baelithor, and they hate being destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Which is weird. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
I
why would
don't-
they hate being destroyed? Jeez.
so far, my issue is that they seem shitty. And so trying to like talk to them to make an agreement, my hunch is that it'll suck. Does that make sense? Like they don't seem especially reasonable, or like what we can offer them is just like violence. And what we have to do is we have to talk them down from do a genocide to all people on the planet, which is so evil that like, and they don't have a ability to recognize how insanely evil that is.
Yeah, they don't seem to have a sense of the scale.
Yeah, it's like, how do you tell somebody, hey, we'll help you get justice, when their sense of justice is like, If it was like if we were if they were like we want to kill the assassin people, I forgot what the name is.
Seven Sorrows.
Seven Sorrows.
If we want to kill the Seven Sorrows, that would be like, okay, yeah, you do have like the right to expect that, I guess, because they did some pretty awful things to you. But maybe, you know, if there's something that can be salvaged or saved, that would be worthwhile. That's like a place of like a bridge you can cross. But hey, these people who work for this guy, you know, destroyed a lot of our city. So we are just going to pop down to the surface and wreck house, just murder people. I don't know how you get through to that. I don't know
Maybe-
what like
Maybe
you
we can
can
just
make.
tell them how if they do that, then the Seven Sorrows are probably just gonna come back and take out the entire city this time.
But they maybe, I guess. Like they failed. I guess also that's a good point actually. Part of my question too is the Seven Sorrows already came here. They
Yes.
fucking
They
destroyed
destroyed
them. They
things,
couldn't do
and they
anything.
were just doing one thing. If they
So
actually
like
had the intention
Yeah.
of killing them,
right, so what's their angle? Do they think that if they just be even shittier, that somehow the Seven Sorrows will be weaker the second time round and go easy on them? Like, I just don't understand them. They just seem like like
fucking
so bad.
a bunch of murder
Bad.
hobos
Well,
shaking my damn
okay.
head.
With Baylor though, it's not justice; it's vengeance, and it's in this case, it's a very blind vengeance about what they think is the real issue here.
So do we need to get Baelithor involved?
He'll
Like-
probably be like, "Yeah, fuck them."
Ugh, Baelithor. There's not. Is there like a Baelithor Pope that we can be like? The Baelithor
There
Pope is like,
actually is.
And you know
Oh.
what? The Baylor Pope would be like, "Yeah, fucking kill them all."
There is
That's
a
But-
Grand
vengeance, baby.
Inquisitor of Baelithor in Lawhold on the continent of Averon. It's a little distant, and yeah, Jacob is bringing up a good point that he'd be like, yeah, fuck him up.
but not even like because their target presumably is the Seven Sorrows, correct?
You'd think.
Their
I
target
would-
seems
I
to
mean,
be
they
the
seem to-
shogunate.
Yeah.
They're not distinguishing between the Seven Sorrows and the rest of the nation.
Yeah. That's. I mean, in a certain sense, I guess it was an act of war, right? And the Seven Sorrows did kill civilians. Do I understand that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. Then yeah, I guess the pitch is, do they realistically think that they can win a war against the Shogun? Because they can't, is what we should convince them of. They weren't even able to handle just the Seven Sorrows.
Yeah.
Even if they're prepared next time, like, no. So allying with us and working
Not-
together is
and not
their best bet.
genocidally wiping out every single island.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
then that's probably okay. Then I guess that's what we have to give to them
Yeah.
as far as like saying it's like if you want any kind of vengeance, then you need us. Like I guess it's the question is what is the target of their vengeance? Is it the Shogun who gave the order for the Seven Sorrows to do?
I mean, we don't even know if it was the Shogun who gave the order.
Oh,
Yeah.
because clearly like just the people of Hadno didn't order the Seven Sorrows to do
Yeah.
it.
We
If you
need
had to
to.
guess, the people of Hadano don't even. Most people in Hadano don't even realize that the city is above them when it is.
All right. Well, we should probably go and negotiate. Let's call Cesare.
No.
Get him
Very
in
far
here.
away.
He's all the way in Viven. It'll take ages for him to get here.
2 years.
2 years.
More like 2 weeks, but that still is
2 years.
Tell the Sun Elves, hey, just hold on for 2 weeks.
Well, either way, I mean, we can go
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
to them and figure it out and whatnot. But I will be right back.
All right.
All right.
There he goes.
Rip.
Got him.
Goes my hero.
Now we only have 3 people here, so we'll pause while we wait for Jake to get back.
Yes.
It's the elevator music.
Yeah.
The Pathfinder
Yeah.
elevator music.
Yeah.
The official elevator music of Paizo.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually making tokens for the next campaign for
That's
Various-
bold of you.
Dramatis Personae.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, since I have access to Token Tool, like I know who these characters are.
Not for long.
Eh.
Let's go kill these NPCs for they make a time machine. We're gonna kill them as their babies.
That's right.
At this point, how do you know if they're still alive or not?
Oh man.
That's why I said we're gonna go back in time and kill
'cause
them
we-
as babies.
We killed them.
Yeah, we're gonna kill them
So
when they're
that's why
babies, so
it's
they can't even be in the campaign. So you can't use the tokens.
So I was making
What
one
could go
token
wrong?
of one guy, and I gave him the balding hair and a goatee, and I ended up making Vladimir Lenin.
Hmm.
Can't wait to befriend that man.
Yeah, really.
Oh,
Whoa!
It's
Ah,
Nuva!
Nuva, you're
Hey.
here.
Nova.
Just in time for diplomacy.
Yes.
I rolled to commit war.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
Oh no!
and I say that their leader is ugly.
Oh
How could
no.
we have predicted this would happen?
Wow, you look like you don't meet beauty standards, sir. You should get a makeover. Come over to my place, and we'll get a
Wow.
haircut.
My place.
Oh.
I'm
Hey.
actually not declaring
Oppositioning
war.
me, sir.
Yes,
Oh, you're not. You.
I'm a
Thank you for clarifying.
that's why they call me the negotiator. Well, no, I mean I was
They
still
do
in the
call
act.
me.
It turns out that the declaration of war was a farce. I'm calling you out on a date. What'd I miss?
Nothing. We're gonna talk to the elves and tell them, don't do it.
Yes, we delayed starting a little because we were waiting for Profanity, who doesn't appear to be showing up tonight.
Oh,
unfortunately.
apologies.
Mister will not be appearing in.
I went to the beach with my family. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I
That's
mean,
nice.
That's
We-
very
we-
nice. And you also
we-
told me that you weren't going to be here, so you don't have any
Yeah.
reason to
How
apologize.
could you do this, Nova?
We
There's a global
practiced.
pandemic.
I practiced. Yep. It was
Okay.
pretty boring. We practiced distance
Going to
or
the
whatever. Yep. I didn't actually swim because there were too many people in the water. So it's like I just stared. But it was nice being out of the house.
Just look at that beach over there.
Yeah, I wish I could swim.
But it's nice.
Oh.
I'm gonna dip my feet. Oh, that's nice. All right, bye everybody. And I got burgers that I'll be eating, muted, and a Red
How
Bull.
nice. And a
Because I hate-
ripple.
Yeah.
Lovely.
A fudge ripple?
No, a Red Bull.
What?
A Red Bull.
What were you
Not-
hearing?
I heard ripple, like fudge ripple, you know? R-I-P-P-L-E.
No, you
Who
know
says
me.
I've got a ripple?
I don't know. Nuva's a weird guy.
Maybe
No.
I don't like. Maybe I'm fighting vampires, Rita, and I need to
What?
use
Huh?
the ripple
Yeah,
technique.
see, that's exactly what I mean.
I'm confused.
I see that you don't understand the JoJo reference.
No.
You can't
Awkward.
accuse me. Like, listen to the man.
Yeah,
All
no,
right,
Fruit,
all right.
no, Fruit has an excellent point. I'm a weird man. I try not to be, but it's just natural.
Oh, that made me cry a little bit. Wow.
There-
It really surprised me.
That seems to be the case lately. Yeah, but you made me cry. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm
I am
sorry.
gonna
No.
go around to ice cream places and just ask for a ripple, though, from here on out.
One ripple, please.
All right. I guess we'll be beginning then. I think. So what did I miss? It
Nothing
looks like
yet.
we're still in negotiation with the elf. No,
Absolutely
from last time.
nothing.
Yeah, the party was starting to discuss how to go about negotiating with the Sun Elves.
The hatred elves.
We
Very
declare
angry
war on.
elves.
We tell them that we don't like the moon.
That'll
they-
do it. Yeah. If there's one thing they would appreciate is us calling out the moon.
Yeah, fuck the
Moon?
moon.
What does it do besides make the ocean kind of very annoying at night? I mean, although wait a second. No,
Why are you going into a southern voice again?
I'm
Why
not
not?
doing a southern. Am I doing a southern thing? I'm not.
I'm just an innocent moon hater.
Yeah.
When was the last?
We go to the Sun Elves, and it turns out their leader is Garland.
Can
Now
a
listen,
man
hater
just hate
dick.
the moon?
You thought you got rid of me when I died on that battlefield, but it turns out that hell ain't a real place. It's just the moon.
Who is?
And I say fuck the moon.
Garland
I'm
has
one of the
been
few
grabbed
people
by
who's
devils
got
and
the
dragged back.
courage to say it.
Anyway,
Anyway,
so
so
Alright, we'll knock on the door like a normal people.
all right, so you collect each other and prepare to make your way to the Temple of Baalathor. Through the city of Amberilion. Well, actually, I need to make a confession. I fucked up my own naming schemes. So
How could you do this, Sals?
yeah, Amberiliath would imply that it is the land of the Wings of the Phoenix.
Unplayable.
I am shocked.
Goodness.
I am
gracious.
disgusted, Sals.
Whereas, so that would be an actual country versus Amberilion, which is a city.
How could you allow this to happen?
I
Wow.
know.
I'm sorry, Sal's. I cannot accept this. I have to go.
So
We all quit the campaign for this terrible mistake.
I wish you wouldn't.
You got me.
Okay, you got us.
I had to, I had to let it, gestate for a few
Yeah.
seconds. Couldn't just rejoin right away.
So you are actually walking through the city of Amberilion. Actually, the city of the Wings of the Phoenix. And you, at the direction of the Sentinel Guard, eventually make your way to one of the outer towers of the city. The doors leading into this building have been painted with a mural of a great burning tree, quite easily showing what exactly it's devoted to. Shunichi, Kasumi, Mino, Gadaris, Sada, Akio, Suru, who you've collected, Pao, and Batbear now stand before the Temple of Baalathor of the city of Amberilion. Its doors are currently closed. There does not appear to be very many people outside. In fact, it's fairly devoid of passers-by. Pascal has decided to remain at your apartment that is being given to you, as he did not bring weapons and armor, and as well as Ara Takahashi, as he is a tiny level 1 schmuck and would be murdered as soon as he stepped in there. So, the temple stands before you, a looming tower. You do not know how high into it the temple goes, or if perhaps it is simply the ground floor and the rest of the tower is devoted to other things. What do you do?
Enter.
Maybe we could like snoop a little bit before just opening the front doors.
Alright.
No,
How do you want to snoop?
I don't know, like a window I could peek in or some shit.
Pal stands on my shoulders, and I stand on Gadaris' shoulders.
Yeah.
Style.
As you circle around the building, you find that there are additional entrances not marked with the symbol of Baalathor. Looking into windows, you seem to see smaller interior rooms and mostly stairwells leading upward. It appears that a lot of the rest of the building is in fact not associated, or at least not directly a part of the temple. Instead is meant to support the remainder of the tower above it. You looking through the windows, you do not see the insides of any temple-looking structure.
Huh.
It's not a real temple.
Hmm.
Well, what does that mean then?
It means
If it's not a real temple.
I don't know. I mean, maybe this is like a recent movement to Baalathor. Or, I mean, honestly, I've never been inside a temple of Baalathor. It's not really my speed, so it might be something else entirely.
Maybe it's like the temple's like the middle bit, and then it's just like apartments around it. Maybe everyone who worships Baalathor lives in here. I don't know. This is weird. I didn't see anybody.
None of this is real, and we're dreaming it.
I pinch Gadaris.
Ow. Alright, it's real.
you inflict
Yeah.
5,000 damage.
I
Oh,
expected.
shit. Whoops.
I honestly expected you to be like, "Ow, do it again."
I don't know. I mean, I didn't say
Somehow
where
you're
I'd pinch him.
Right?
The nip?
Yeah, that's implied, I think.
Right on
Alright,
the
alright.
bingus. Right on the tip of the bingus.
No, Pow wouldn't pinch him on the bingus.
Hey, Pow!
Yeah.
This is Akio whispering in your ear. Why would you pinch him on the bingus?
I
Why'd you do
didn't.
that?
Why are you
Well,
listening?
is that I had shape changed my bingus to be a whip, and it goes all the way up and is my nip.
Oh no!
Unfortunately,
It only works with my hands. I know.
Oh no! You can shape your hands into a bingus.
they're not technically weapons, although I mean,
Hey, you know,
It honestly, if it was a monk, yes, it absolutely would be.
Oh man!
Monk of the empty palm. Come on,
No matter what you do, you always lose.
that would be considered a
I'll
warhammer.
tell you one thing. It is a handful.
Oh,
Um.
oh.
All right. Well, so
Yeah.
wait. So it doesn't look like a temple. Is that what I'm hearing or understanding? What's the deal with this thing?
it does not appear to have exterior windows.
Oh.
Oh, so like the windows are just like a facade or whatever, or that we just
The
don't see.
windows are to other parts of the reveal parts of the building that do not appear to be connected to the temple.
Oh. I okay, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. We can't see into the temple part, but we can see into other parts of the building that aren't the temple. Is what's happening.
The tower itself is quite substantial.
All right.
I see.
Let's head in. Let's bust the
Okay.
front door down.
Mm.
I can't wait for the burning oak to show up.
We could just knock, I think.
I knock with my foot.
You have to do
Okay.
the proper
Are
Baylor
you trying to
knock.
kick the door down?
Yes.
No, you got to do like the
Ah.
Baylithor knock, which is like, I don't know.
Yeah, religion check to remember the secret Baylithor knock from the scriptures.
I curse your family, door.
Well, Sada, make a strength check.
It's time to fail this.
I demand vengeance against this door for not allowing me
Yeah.
within it.
That's
Maybe
a
that'll-
very good
Oh.
strength check for you.
Yeah.
Good enough.
But imagine it's probably a pretty thick door.
Probably
is
not
a
a
pretty
good
thick door.
idea. I would recommend probably not kicking down the door of these people that we're going to try to convince of our good intentions.
Yeah, I don't know why we wouldn't
Well,
just
on the
knock.
bright side, you did not kick down the door.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
effectively knocked really loudly once because
Okay.
the door is in fact locked.
There we
Uh-huh.
go.
And
I
you have
did
just slammed your leg into the door and are now hopping up and down on one foot.
Ah! Fuck. I
We
hop,
now
I hop,
play
I
the
hop up
rest
and
of
down
the
on one.
campaign.
No, wait. I hop up and down on one foot really high.
All right,
Oh,
you damage
man.
your other leg.
Ah!
Now you are simply collapsed onto the ground.
Our great leader, everyone.
Now you must
I
play
get-
the rest of the campaign with only one foot.
I
Damn.
get better.
You do not.
I knock a couple extra times just in case they didn't hear the one big giant knock.
All right.
Maybe they thought, you know.
Actually, what it turns out the door has Bane knocking, and your hand is crippled.
Oh shit! Is it true?
No.
Okay.
What?
Sorry. You hear the sound of a lock being turned and of perhaps a bar being moved. And after a moment, the door opens a crack and an elf pokes her head out, looks at you all, and goes, "Can I help you?"
It's very pleasant.
We're here to talk about temple business with the temple people.
Temple business.
Yeah.
Temple of Baelithor.
We think we have some important opinions that you're.
Most people think they have important opinions.
Yeah, but we do. About getting vengeance, and you guys like that, right? You have an appreciation for a good vengeance.
Wait here a moment.
Home style.
She closes the door again. You hear it lock. The bar slides across.
Hold for vengeance.
Just a moment.
You wait for about 10 minutes before you hear the bar unbarring and the lock unlocking and her head sticks out again. Describe the nature of your aid in our quest for vengeance.
Killing the people who actually did the thing.
Getting revenge on the direct cause of the attack. Not merely creating tertiary damage, but directly getting vengeance on
The perpetrators.
the perpetrator and those responsible.
Hold on.
Not
please.
interested.
Is there
Door
like a
closes.
waiting, like a little
Locks.
waiting chime?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba, here in Duckburg. Something airplanes.
It's
a
a dark
Duckburg.
blur. Might solve a mystery.
Mystery.
Or
Or
rewrite
rewrite
history.
history.
DuckTales.
Woo!
Something, something, yeah, DuckTales.
Tails. Woohoo!
Woo!
Something, something bad and good luck tales.
Woo woo.
Woo!
And I'm Darkwing Duck.
Did
Oh
you
shit,
keep
yeah.
Oh,
this
fuck.
out to find you?
I don't know this song.
You don't know the Darkwing Duck song?
I've
No.
never watched Darkwing Duck. I
Oh.
only read
Let's
the comic.
It's got a good opening theme, honestly.
I'm gonna
does.
pull that bad boy up.
I
Bad
mean,
boys,
When there's
bad
trouble, you
boys.
call DW. Darkwing Duck.
yeah, I feel because I think most of my opinion of Darkwing Duck is colored by the theme song. And
Probably,
the
yeah.
actual show, because I did try, not recently, it was like 7 years ago or something, but I was like, man, the Darkwing Duck song is so sick, I bet the show rules. And then I watched it and I was like, this is kind of corny.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
Very good. So the door reopens again.
Sneeze. That was sneeze. Okay, good.
What does she think of his sneeze?
Unimpressed.
Wow.
I didn't sneeze though. I thought I was gonna sneeze.
We are curious as to how you would affect this.
We're actually involved in the war
Bless you.
with them on the surface presently,
Oh,
and
God damn it.
therefore are in the best position to deliver direct
God damn.
vengeance against them. We have existing infrastructure and resources. We are aware of the conditions and have information of it all.
We're
And-
willing to commit the full might of our military arsenal to this.
Well, we've
endeavor.
essentially already committed the full might of ours. No, but I'm saying that if you can work with us on it, then your results will be much better than were you to just blindly go in. And by blindly, I don't mean that you wouldn't do your due diligence and research, but like almost in a sense, we're coming to you early because you would likely need to come to us eventually regardless.
Roll a diplomacy check.
Sure.
And I would typically say with disadvantage at this point, but I am not playing 5e.
Okay.
Should we implement advantage disadvantage as such? It's such an easy system.
I
It's
can
very
click
fun.
it. I can click it right now if you want.
Sure, why the hell not?
The what?
Do you want me to click it again?
Well, I'm polling the party first if you want to actually do that.
Sure.
My question is what that means, because normally with Pathfinder you have like severe penalties. Would you be removing penalties and instead just be giving advantage and disadvantage? Like,
Yes,
are you
I think
still
it's more
going to do?
interactive.
That makes sense. So
Um,
instead of being like keeping, in your head a -10 number, you would just say roll twice because this is hard or something.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I don't mind.
Alright, I can click this again.
Yeah, I
Rita
think
and
it's
Jake, you're good
exciting
with
in 5e. So.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Tomb, you good?
It's a fourth second time, so there's
There
that
you go,
disadvantage
see?
giving us that penalty.
Hmm.
It is still a 38.
It is a 38. And now there's no negatives. So what you gonna do?
The elf looks at you and goes, We are not interested in your assistance at this time, and shuts the door again. You hear the lock close, the bar slides across.
Damn, Gadaris. You fucked up.
DC was 40.
Impossible lies. Well, no,
Hmm?
that's for bluff checks. Never mind.
Yeah, this was just difficult.
All right.
I've returned! I wanted water. I miss.
Well, we failed at diplomacy.
Oh, was war declared?
Well, they're declaring their war or whatever. Why do we want to help these elves? Because they're
It's really just to stop them from doing a genocide.
Yeah. And if, like, we could. We already want to deal with the Seven Sorrows, so, like, if we
We
could get
also
them
don't
to
want
deal
the
with
rest.
them with
We don't want
us,
the rest
that'd
of
be
the
good.
elves to get genocided because of these elves.
This is true.
You also probably don't want the Sun Elves to seize control of Amberiliath.
That's right, we don't want that.
Isn't it Amberilion?
Ah! I did
Ooh.
it again! I'm such a fuck up.
Got him! I need an air horn button.
No, you don't.
I do.
Do it in your head.
There
There you go.
all right. Well, let's speak their language. Knock on the door again. They're not going to answer.
What if we challenge them? Like, hey, they're.
No, I'm just going to say that if they do this, then we're going to seek vengeance on them in turn. That's language that they can understand, and we'll do the same or worse to them what they do to the surface if they carry through with this. So they either deal with this now with us, or they have their city crash into the surface and the Sun Elves eradicated from the temple.
Hell yeah! This is a guitarist that I like.
The door does not actually open.
Well, they haven't done anything yet, so we don't have to seek vengeance on them. But the moment they do, they get to perish.
You stand in silence outside of the Temple of Balthor.
Oh yeah, they shut
Just
the door.
chilling.
Point to we called them wussies.
I mean, they're tough. They can do violence. They're like
I mean, not
No.
good enough, clearly.
Do they
not that great, no.
do they respect the violence?
No, I'm just like if they're Bailiff, well, respect violence. Yeah, I guess in a sense, or like they respect the concept of getting, vengeance. And yeah, the people of Hadno are they're not directly Sada's subjects or whatever, but they are like if they just blindly killed innocent people to get back at the Shogun, yeah, we'll fuck them up in turn. We can't do right now that doesn't apply because right now they're not actually doing it. So we don't have cause to get vengeance on them because they have not done any of it. But if I guess my angle or my point is if all they understand is being mad about stuff, then we can explain that all right, then we'll be mad about this and you'll suffer the consequences in turn. And maybe they'll see oh shit, they also are people who have people and they'll be concerned. But they didn't hear this. The door is closed.
What if we open the door?
Yeah, sure. You want to kick the door down?
No, I can't do it.
Well, Suru's here.
Is she?
Yeah.
Saru nods her head.
Door.
So you having Saru knock the door down?
Yes.
Why not?
Yeah, I don't see any
Fuck
problem
it.
with that.
We're gonna talk to them by force.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna make it obvious that we are fucking around. And that maybe we would be useful tools and friends in a quest for vengeance. By fucking up their shit and breaking up their door.
Right back.
We're just making work for the doorman, the door maker.
Roll pour on her strength check.
No, Saru's rage buff has disappeared.
Oh.
Odd.
Get angry. Get angry.
Does she have like a door busting bonus?
Pascal actually does, but no, Saru
Oh,
does
yeah.
not. There are barbarian archetypes. Archetype, I think it's called Breaker, that
Yeah.
does specialize in breaking things, but Saru is not that. She is a Titan Mauler. Let me see. I believe her strength gets increased by 6, and it's a morale bonus. Constitution gets increased by 8 as a morale bonus. And she has Beast Totem, so that's increasing that. So she actually has an armor bonus, technically. So she has a base AC, untyped AC penalty. Dude. A AC natural armor bonus of also untyped of plus +1, +2, +3, +4. And last but not least, she has a will save bonus of 3. Good. I have done the thing. Look at me go. All right, so
It's
toggle
been-
that on. Causing her strength to jump up to 34. And a strength roll. Saru attempts to throw her shoulder into the door. And there's a loose stone. And she slips. So it just like slams into it.
The day of low rolls continue.
Oh my god.
Um,
Well, we're fucked if Suru can't bust the door open. Then what's even the point?
Well-
At the implication that she can't, Saru
goes into
back
a
up.
rage.
Suru's already raging.
Um.
Just like pushes you out of the way, gets a running start, and charges towards the door. And I'll give her advantage on this.
Woo!
Saru barrels through the door like a freight train. You hear the bar.
Five elves die.
You hear the bar and lock upon it just snap open as the two doors go flying inward. And yes, Saru continues barreling down into the faintly orange glowing stairwell behind the doorway. Do you all follow her in?
You gotta. Not gonna
Yeah.
abandon
Yeah.
Suru.
Wait, the door just opens onto stairs that go down,
There's a small platform, and
and then
yeah.
they go down, and then there's
A
nothing
little.
else. It's weird. Okay.
It looks like there's a hall beyond it.
Right.
So you charge in after Suru. So she'll be actually over here. And yeah, you find your way into the Temple of Baalathor.
Hey, we're here in the Temple of Baalathor.
None of you can
Jesus.
probably see.
What's the bowl of lava? I can see some dudes here.
Right. Dynamic lighting is off for most of you, so let me turn it on. Because dynamic lighting is updating as we speak, and as a result, I have to go back and re-enable it on all your pogs. Doesn't carry over, and I already did it on SATA because I was testing it before. So, you should be able to see now.
I see some stuff.
Yes, I believe Shinichi can see now.
Oh, this place looks cool.
There we go. So, Suru has smashed her way down into the hall and has continued on barreling on forth until finally she skids up right before a fairly solid looking wall, rather than continue to carry her way through it. A pair of elves in armor wielding curved blades emerge around the corners and yell at you in Elven. For
You
those of
can't.
you who speak Elven, one of them shouts, "Who the fuck are you?" and the other one shouts, "We're under attack."
Scared to do diplomacy, but there was a door in the way.
You may wish to roll initiative as they look mad.
Ooh.
Initiative,
Let's
you
not
can.
kill the guards.
Yeah.
No.
Remember, no Russian.
No murders. Let's not do a murder this time.
Suru looks back at you very unhappily.
Sorry.
Just knock them
You're
out
doing,
with
you're
your
doing
big
great.
meaty fists.
She rolls her eye.
I put a sock on my sword. There we go. Now it's
Now it's safe.
now
Yeah.
it's safe.
Sada, put a pool noodle on your katana.
I don't have a pool noodle.
Pool noodles.
You don't have a pool noodle?
No.
I don't know
My
why.
inventory's
Done
like
yet.
80% pool noodle.
Damn.
There's this post or whatever. There's this picture on the internet that always makes me laugh, and it's someone putting like a scope on a knife. And every time I think about it, it's like, why did you do that? Well,
Yeah,
when
it's
I
good.
kill people, I want to make sure that I can see them in their eyes. I'm gonna find it. It's really good. Really finished it. Oh, I fucking forgot to select my paw. God damn it. 1203.
How could you
Sorry,
do
Sal.
this?
Sorry, Sal's. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But you will be.
I found it. Shut up, cat. I love you. Shut up. I still love you. Oh my god. Can you hear him?
No.
He's a whiner. Oh. Discord is muting you. Because
You
you
need Sada and Kasumi yet.
I did roll.
Excuse me. I need. You did roll? Oh yes, you
Yeah.
did.
I got
really
the highest.
close.
I need Kasumi and I need Suru actually.
That's really good.
Yeah, I really really close. It's really funny.
Oh god.
Sheet here.
Alright.
Ichi.
Aha, Shinichi.
Haha!
Sheet.
You thought it was me, did you? But it was actually I, Shinichi.
No one expects Shinichi.
Now he's an entire organization now. Oh my god! Wait, did I trademark Outer Haven? Shit. Anybody can just.
some
Fake
guy
universe?
some guy with one eye steals it from you.
No! Now I'm the phony organization.
Office in Locus.
A pair of angry elven guards are currently rushing towards you. They wield curved blades and magic conjures in their among their fingers. What do you do, Sada Ryudo? Is your turn.
All right. Let's see here. Sada is going to. They can't. Oh, yeah. They can't AOO me if they haven't had their turn yet, right? Because they're flat-footed. I can't remember.
It is
Okay, I'm back.
true.
I'm sorry.
All
It's
right.
an older rule, but it checks out.
All
I
right.
was seeing
Sada.
Amy on. I apologize.
That's cool. Sada slides on over here. Oh, we do need Kasumi's initiative roll, don't we, though?
Oh, yes, we do. Kasumi,
Yes.
please roll initiative.
Okay.
All right. Sada slides on over here.
Well, Sada, Kasumi might go before you.
Oh, yeah.
She can't, but she might.
Let's see. Oh, right
Kas-
after me.
I lied. Kasumi could.
Yeah.
My mistake. I
It's
forgot
close.
that Kasumi's initiative is also really high.
Yeah.
But nice grouping, Sada, Kasumi, and Pau. But yeah, Sada, you are still first.
So, all right. Sada goes over here and she sweeps the guy's leg. I hope. How's that? How's the 27 do?
A 27
Yes.
is good enough. So actually, you run over and sweep out this elven guard's leg, and he actually does fall to the ground with a oomph.
Nice. And then I
He
use my OO
Look
to
at you
kick him.
angrily.
Don't
Okay.
Because I
kill
get.
it.
No, I'm gonna kick
You-
him.
All
Do you have
right.
Non-legally.
do you have improved unarmed strike?
I do not.
Don't
He'll
kill
get an
him.
attack of opportunity. Oh wait, he can't
He's-
get attacks
he
of
can't. He's
opportunity
flat-
right
he's
now
flat-footed.
specifically.
Yeah.
So this is the only opportunity you will have to kick him. Yes.
Yes. So yeah, I use my
Let
OO
him stabbing you.
and I kick him while he's going down. Oh, I didn't roll very
Uh,
good, so
You kick him right in the breastplate. It doesn't appear to have very much of an effect.
I hurt my
Does
foot
it-
again.
Kasumi,
We
is your turn.
move up to right here and we kill him.
Don't do a murder.
No, don't
No.
murder.
We're here to talk with them after all.
Hey, put that guy
Okay.
prone, Sals. Oh, or maybe you did. I just can't. Oh, there we go.
All right, I'm gonna do non-lethal cold blast.
Okay.
Against the one that Sada knocked down.
All right.
the thing. Come on. There we go.
That is against touch AC, so that does actually hit. And yeah,
Ignore the second one.
and
Or-
he a blast of cold and rime goes across his body, and he is now chittering his teeth, or chattering his teeth, not chittering. He's now skitterkin. As he looks severely uncomfortable. Kalina, is your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna go fly over to this guy and kick him.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the only guy I can see from here, though. But
Non-lethal,
non-lethal.
right?
Yep. I just want to knock him the heck out.
Bring them close to each other and I can tie him up.
Do I knock him the heck out?
You should tie up the guy knocked prone so I can X cut his chest again.
I'm sorry. What?
Like the last guy.
No.
No.
Or I just
I
want
those
hands.
do
prefer
hit.
not to do this.
Is
So
he
you
still
do
up
get-
then? I should
I
roll for
would
it.
start jabbing.
Okay. A jab and a jab. How many? 2? 3?
Sorry,
What was that?
3. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Then that's right.
No, you got 4 hits, so you got 3 jabs.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Nice.
Look at all those 20s. Ooh.
You unleash a flurry of punches into his chest and face. And by the end of it, he is wobbling on his feet and collapses onto the ground,
Cool. I
quite
use
unconscious.
jabbing dancers to get over here so I can get a better lay of the land. And I see a person.
You see a person who's just beginning to look towards your direction.
Oh.
They are dressed not in armor, but in robes, and magic is arcing from a staff that they carry.
Never like to see that. I wave.
He gives you a thumbs up. Don't
We're
worry,
here to
I'm
talk.
Alright.
I pummel this guy into the fucking dirt.
Well, you didn't actually see that.
Good. Hi.
He yells intruders at you in Elven.
No, we're friendly. We want to talk. In Elven.
Darius, is your turn.
Let's wrap up some guys and some ropes. It occurs to me that I don't have enough rope. Oh no, I still have my regular rope, I guess. But how much regular? I'm gonna have to tie up every single person in this temple. Do I have that much rope?
How much rope per tie do you need, Sal?
I.
What's the official ruling?
This much. And then I
Well,
hold my hands out.
who wants to be tied up?
Who wants to be tied up?
You should tie up the conscious guy, so you don't have to worry.
So your
I
guy.
never.
Yeah.
All right, I walk over to him. I grapple
you.
him.
Since this guy is unconscious, so.
Right. I think it's my alt melee. No, it's my alt CMB.
How do you do yellow text and roll 20 again? Oh, why can't I actually? Oh, roll 20 broke. Cool.
All right. I have grappled him.
He is very grappled.
I cannot tie him up
Okay.
because that was my move and my standard, and I can only do 3 grapples in a row if I first sustain as a move action.
Ah. Well, hey, at least he can't move now.
You'll be tied up in just a couple moments, buddy. Just you hang on.
Screams at you to let him go.
What is happening? Oh.
Don't kill anybody
Don't
bad
kill
by
anybody.
Nuva, really, because not Batbayar, Akio would know at this point, considering we said it multiple times.
I'm not. I just want to say something. I think dynamic lighting is messing with my roll 20 like really badly.
Is this your like hardware acceleration thing again?
Maybe I'll turn it off if it's on, but holy crap, is roll 20 really acting crazy right now?
I think
Okay,
it's on, but
all right. No, it's. I get a lot more weird shit happening when it's on. Okay, I refreshed. Jeez, it just like completely froze. Batbar isn't gonna kill anybody. He heard you, I think. Oh no, he's coming in last. Akio passes on the message. Batbar, do not
No
collect
kill.
heads. Oh, okay. Since you asked nicely, I want to get a subway today.
Nino is going to move to here, and she is going to prevent flanking bonuses against
I'm on my-
Sada or Gadars.
Nice.
my sixth head.
Shunichi is going to move over to here and make sure this man isn't dead. Pow, you see him kneel down to the elf and investigate him before he looks back at you and he gives you a thumbs up.
Nice.
Akio, is your turn.
Okay. Let's see. What is the right thing to do? Pow, are you okay over there?
Yeah, probably.
Sutter, are you
Inconclusive,
okay?
says Pal.
Yeah. You might want to run up ahead and see if you can see
You
if
know
anybody's
what?
coming.
Considering how many times you've almost died, Pow, I'll
Yeah,
go ahead because
that's
I
actually
like
very
you.
considerate. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't actually tell what this
Pal
is.
tears up a little bit.
Is this Neva? I'm assuming since I see Suru and Kasumi on this, but I just want to ask: is this like half a
It's just
step up?
yeah, it's like a slightly raised platform. It doesn't take.
I wanted to make sure it wasn't
Yeah.
difficult terrain. All right.
Yeah.
It's just
So 30 feet. I don't see. Oh my God! Roll 20. Okay. And just to be safe, I'm gonna. Oh, that is. Sorry. Let me measure how many.
The real battle continues.
It's really annoying. 10 feet, so I get to walk 20 more feet. God.
You
I
know,
don't
you can
understand.
write. Why don't you just? Yeah, you can use waypoints to measure out your distance.
Oh yeah.
I think it's just
I
roll
don't.
20's being bad for him.
Oh my God. Yeah, it keeps freezing.
I don't understand why
Um,
it's so bad for you.
I don't know either. I will probably switch to Chrome.
Maybe if I doesn't, it's not. I don't know. Yeah, maybe
You're
doesn't
using
look good with
Firefox?
Yeah, he uses
I like
Firefox.
I like Firefox. Yes,
Yeah.
it
Okay.
doesn't get.
And that's fine, but I don't think it works very well with Firefox.
It's
Yeah, maybe roll 20 is just codes for Chrome for some reason. I don't know.
I don't know enough about browsers to tell you. Okay, I don't. That's both my moves, and I don't see anything to yell back for now, except for an insane amount of aliasing. God damn! Look at that shadow.
Yeah, it's pretty
Ew.
weird.
All right. I endeth my. Oh, I guess I could have looked down here. There's like a path here. I shout out back. Pow! Be careful. To
There's a
your left,
path.
there might. To your left, there might be a guy who's being quite the asshole.
Oh, uh-huh.
Yep.
As Pal continues the staring contest with the Elven Wizard.
Yeah.
Oh, did I? Oh, I could have beat the shit out of that guy. Shit.
It's probably for the best. Don't worry about it.
Or at least did a fancy dance, because that's what I'm known for. I'm the sword dance
Fancy
guy.
dance.
Sorry, I meant scary. I meant scary dance,
Scary
but it is
dance.
quite fancy. Yeah. I ended my turn. I tilt the sky where the voice in my head usually resides. Sal's, you're the voice in my head. I end my turn.
I got it. Thanks. Akio, a number of elves
What?
armed for war with
Oh,
bows and swords begin emerging from behind columns, behind the wall, and out from these side rooms. They look very unhappy to see you.
uh-oh. It's time to die.
Oh no.
I'm surprised they're not very happy to see you.
All right, let me try to fix
Just
this.
start kicking their butts.
I'm gonna refresh after I turn on hardware acceleration as soon as I remember where it is in Firefox. I found it. Use recommended settings. And let's refresh. Oh, that's a lot of guys. Oh, that's okay, 3. Well, I was thinking about making a new character.
They might be weak, guys.
Okay.
Oh my god, holy crap. There we go. How is this now? There we go. It was hardware acceleration. Cool.
So we'll get the wizard done first.
Talk like that for the rest of the session, please.
No.
You almost
Get her done.
get her done.
Wizard.
I'll roll for
Nerd.
it. Let me calculate these hit rolls. Give me your. I can't be any. I can't be.
Whoa,
Is that a fire-
fireball?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that a fireball?
Oh no, a fireball is a bad spell to be hit
Oh,
by.
Yeah.
no.
Oh god.
Well, see, Pow, if you roll reflex well, you're fine.
Well, Pow's
Oh, I
out.
could-
Pow's
I could
out of it.
do-
I think Pow's out of
Um,
it.
Not adjacent to anybody.
Oh.
Shit.
Pow
Yeah.
is out of it.
Yeah.
Could have done
Stop.
that helpful thing.
Stop
Damn it.
being in situations where I have to be worried about you, pal. Akio screams.
No, I'm good.
Don't
I'm just
die.
trying to orient it to catch as many people as I can.
I think this way you get Bat Bear too. At least I think. I'm
No,
not
come
sure.
on, no.
If I go down here, I get Batfire, but miss
Ah.
Shinichi.
Yeah.
But I want. I mean, he really wants Shinichi.
Yeah, and also the wizard can't actually see Batfire, so
Yeah.
he wouldn't be
Yeah.
aiming for it. He's just
Batfire's
hurling one
lost weight.
down the hallway, presuming that you still got people by the entrance. So yeah, Shinichi, Suru, and Kasumi need to make reflex saves against a bead of magic that zips down the hallway before exploding into a massive fireball.
Of course these guys have fireball. We didn't think this through.
They are Balathor worshippers.
It's like 99% of what they do. Wow.
He is a god of fire, yeah.
Yup.
Reflex save.
Yep.
Kasumi has a plus 17 to reflex. Wow.
Yeah, boy.
She's water. Water is fast.
I be like water.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you pass. I just need to make ones for Suru and Shinichi. Shinichi has evasion, so he might actually just get out of this entirely unharmed, and he will.
Yeah, boy.
Grab Shinichi.
You ever try to punch a
And
bottle?
Suru actually has a really good reflex save too for Barbarian, and
Wait, really?
yeah,
Huh.
or just in general, she has a dexterity of 13, so she actually has a pretty decent reflex.
Really?
Ah,
Yeah, she has a plus
nimble.
11.
Huh. Okay.
So yeah, the fireball does not do as much as perhaps this wizard was hoping, but does do some.
2.
Two whole
Two
damage.
less fireballs. Oh, that's almost perfectly average. So Kasumi and Suru each take 16 damage as strain, as you manage to get away from the worst of the the blast of the flames. And Shinichi doesn't take anything. I'm gonna move this template over here because I think I might need it again. This other wizard guy is trying to figure out what to do because Paulina is in such a position where if he were to move out of the room that he's in, she would get an attack of opportunity against him, which is not how he wants to spend his day.
Why not?
Well, he just saw what she did to. Well, no, he didn't really quite see that. But
Surrender
still,
then.
because he's a squishy wizard. So he's instead just going to cast a spell. Paulina, what is your touch AC?
Touch AC is 29.
Really high.
Number.
She doesn't like being touched, man.
Yeah, don't do it.
That one.
Hands off.
No touch.
Alright, well, maybe you won't cast.
No touching.
Mm,
No touching.
Yeah.
Nobody wants some
Yeah.
nuts?
Alright. He casts Scorching Ray at you. He gets 3 shots at you, so.
Okay.
Put up. 29, you say?
Yeah, 29.
Christ's sake. Alright, you matrix dodge out of the way of 3 rays of fire that stretch out from his hands. Managing to dodge all of them as they scorch into the wall behind you, leaving severe burn marks on it, the stone. The elven warrior here is going to initiate spell combat on you, and is going to.
Oh no, spell combat.
wait, I'm
Sounds
sorry.
a little scary.
What did he initiate on you?
Spell combat.
Yeah.
And
The Odell Classic.
he is going to. His blade is going to be infused with a fire spell.
I mean, some kind of what are they? Magey guy.
And he's gonna
Oh,
try
the
and hit
heck.
you with that sword.
Magus.
He is a magus.
Yeah, that's it.
Magus are cool.
I had a
Fucking
friend who played a magus, and she did not like it because she would always fail one of the rolls to make the
God.
sword do the cool thing.
I keep hearing maggots, and
Maggots.
I play.
Wait.
I do play as a maggot wizard.
Cool.
The Maggot Wizard.
Styles, can I play a worm that walks in Godslayer?
I'm gonna eat your.
Absolutely may not.
I'm gonna eat your clothes now.
I can't believe Sal's agreed to letting you play that, Jake.
That's
Um, So your regular armor class though is like 33, right?
Yes.
Damn it, I rolled a 30.
Nice.
So you are able to sidestep out of the way of his burning sword.
Very
You
nice.
note, however, the sword is still on fire despite him missing.
Okay.
And
No, he
he's
didn't
going
swing
to
it
try and
fast enough.
hit you with it until either he's unconscious or the spell is discharged.
Cool. We could save a lot of energy by not fighting in Elven.
Wait till I do a cool
Roll
dance,
diplomacy?
and then
Really? Okay.
No, why not?
hey, you speak their language. They
Hella
anticipate the
nice.
word that.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was a 1!
Yeah,
Ah.
he doesn't seem to go for it.
Wow, I
Akio,
can't believe
you guys
he
above
spits on you.
are going to try and do the same thing to you.
Please
What's your armor
don't.
class?
Give me 1 second while I.
They rolled poorly.
Well, my. God damn it! All right. It is ACO. You want AC, not touch AC, right?
Correct.
All right. My AC is 26. What did they roll?
Well, I rolled a 26 and a 21, so one of them hits.
Oh, it hits on tie. Okay.
Yes. All right. So he is.
What if I
going-
make a silly face? Does that give me a +1?
Unfortunately, does not.
The silly face is me getting hit.
So he slashes at you. You are dealt 5 strain from the blade as it catches across your armor, but more of a problem. You also take
Pain.
I don't like
Ni-
that.
19 additional strain from the sunburst of flame that shoots out from the sword as it hits you.
You hate to get the sunburst of flame on you.
What the hell, man? Like, you don't, like, I'm wearing gold armor. You don't do that. Respect the plate.
He doesn't appear to understand you.
Plate?
Oh, okay.
Saying like respect the badge?
Oh, I take that back.
Hey, Sal's,
Yes.
I looked it up. You absolutely can use the worm that walks slam attack with spell combat.
I don't doubt it. You
It's very
still cannot
exciting.
play a worm that walks, Magus or otherwise.
Respect
Although
the
this
session
is
and
interesting
go
knowledge
for it.
for me.
It is. You have to take the Magus Arcana natural spell combat.
Ah, that makes sense.
I miss Pete.
Write
Too
this
bad.
down for later.
Whatever happened to Pete? Is he not real anymore?
Died.
No, he plays
Uh.
Factorio all the time with Billy. Like
Plays
all the
what?
time.
Yeah,
Fact-
he's on Discord all the time, not talking but playing with Billy in the chat.
So
Yeah.
Billy stole Pete away.
Billy, yeah, is a Pete thief.
It's because of that mustache. She's got a. Oh man,
Yeah.
Rita, you should see Billy's mustache. It's so alluring.
I
Ooh,
think she's. Oh, she hasn't.
I don't think I've seen his mustache.
It curls.
Oh, you're missing out.
Whoa.
I know,
Billy's
right?
All the
mustache or Pete's
time.
mustache?
All the
Wait,
time,
I should-
people are
Does Pete have
talking
a
to me
mustache?
about mustache.
I should stop talking. Pete.
Wait, Pete has a mustache?
I didn't think so.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you're thinking of Billy, dude.
No, I'm saying Billy's got a
No,
mustache.
he's
He
been
was
Yeah,
saying
he was
Billy.
talking about Billy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Pete has a mustache.
Can't picture Pete with a mustache.
Last time I saw Pete still had the Viking haircut,
Yeah, yeah.
What's a Viking haircut?
The
mohawk,
undercut thing.
the undercut
Yeah,
mohawk.
like shaved on the sides and long enough to tie it back sort of situation. On top.
I wish I could pull off a Viking haircut, but all I can pull off is
Is a
Joe
no
Pesci.
haircut at all.
Oh well, fuck
Oh.
you.
Or
Oh, yeah.
L haircut.
I only I get to make fun of my life.
Sorry. But that's wrong. I can too.
Oh no, Sarah's gonna rip a guy in half.
Oh, but for real, I hate it. Okay,
You hate what?
that I have no hair.
to see it.
Aw.
Hmm.
I guess I can grow a beard. I guess whatever.
Just grow a really long beard, then like cut it off and put it on top of your head.
I've thought about it. Uh,
Ugh.
bleh,
Ugh.
bleh.
Ugh.
Ugh. Where's my war horn?
Where's my war horn?
Is Akio having a stroke?
Does Akio have a war horn that we didn't know about this whole time?
No, that's the man behind the curtain that is Akio. 1 second.
Suru does not draw her sword, but she does
That's
walk up to
good.
this guard and hit him
Suplex
twice with
him.
his claws.
Suplex him.
Claws. Her big meaty fists at this point.
I actually have a question. Is improvised weapon a perk in Pathfinder?
Yes, it's
Where-
a feat.
Oh, a feat. Sorry, yeah.
Wow.
So I actually have a question. If Suru wanted to use the flat side of her blade, for example, to I assume would imply like it wouldn't be non-lethal. She'd have to indicate it, right?
yes,
Otherwise, like it would be blunt damage. But if she were to do it that way, would that require
she can
improvised weapon?
She can use her sword as an improvised weapon to do non-lethal damage. Yes.
Ah, okay, I see. I wanted to ask. Okay, I was really curious about that.
Can't
All
you
right,
already
sorry.
do that just by taking a -4?
It's a -4 to hit. Yes.
I imagine the
and
improvised weapon does
technically its
that, right?
damage should be different as well.
Yeah, it'll be slashing to blunt.
Well, yeah, but I'm the actual like dice.
Oh,
More importantly.
that's what you meant. The hit dice. Okay.
Um.
Okay. Well, now I know.
So basically, it would do damage as a large great club with impact, because the fact that it was doing weapon damage as a improvised weapon would not affect the fact that it's enchanted. If I'm not mistaken, that would cause it to do 46 damage instead of 66. So actually, it's not a bad idea. So I might just do that going forward. So right now she's not using her weapon, but she is just punching this person repeatedly. She has punched him twice and dealt him 50 damage with her punches.
Nice.
The elf is still standing, but looking rather wobbly after her assault. Bat Bayar's turn. Batfire will find his ancient nemesis has returned.
Wait, how much fireball damage did I take? Sure,
Took 16.
Okay. Is that already halved?
Yes.
Sorry, I just realized I didn't record it.
Batfire is ancient enemy of enclosed spaces. He maneuvers to here, and wait
God.
for it.
It's always comical whenever Batfire is in like a normal like corridor. Like, how did he get past those people? He's so big.
Well, he can move through his own friends, and the
No, I
other guy is
know.
grappled, so he's not going to stop him.
No, I know, but in my
And-
head, it's like he's like, please, let me just.
Well,
I
the
know
thing is,
elf.
he's fortunately not a 10-foot by 10-foot cube.
Yeah.
Fortunate.
So Batfire is able to maneuver to there. And yeah, he is successfully now in that spot. He has located himself in that location as he waits for this guard to rush down to meet him. Also, fun thing, because Batfire is now a Yojimbo samurai instead of a sword saint, he gets armor training, which means he gets to move at his full 50-foot
Hey,
movement speed.
Whoa!
Oh, he's fast.
Big
Wow.
boy.
I like this. He's scary.
He is. I mean, he was already scary, but now he's scary and fast.
Super scary racing.
My mouse keeps cutting out. I think I need to replace the batteries, but I don't have any AA batteries left. That's a bummer. Could run out and get. What the? Fuck.
You hate to hear it.
I was
Goodbye,
maneuvering
Styles.
my mouse, trying to get it to reawaken, and I hit the back button on it. So I
You've
backed
lost
out of roll
roll
20,
no,
Wait,
and
Game,
that
game is over,
closes
everyone.
the game's
all
over.
of the
Yojima's a legendary samurai archetype, which is a separate class.
No, there's one for a samurai also.
Oh. Legendary samurai is a dumb class.
I have not even looked at it at all, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, this is the one that that Batfire is now. If I could find Discord. Doot, doot, doot. There we go. I'm still loading into roll 20.
Yeah, legendary samurai.
There we go.
Salas has returned.
I have. Just need to reopen everything. So got the Suru. We got the Batfire. Apologies for the technical difficulty.
Dungeon.
The Shunichi. And we got the Mino.
Hey, we got the Mino over here. We got the Shunich.
We got Carl. We
Neech.
got Cuss. We
We
got
got a pizza
Pete.
over here.
or what? Pical. That's what her.
Even got a
that's
friggin' pizza pie.
Hey!
Pie.
Gabagoo.
Batfire moves over here and will use full defense. And now it's Sad's
The
turn again.
rest, as we say, is history.
Oh, jeez, it's my turn. All right. All right. Sada is going to.
I gotta get a turnaround here.
Oh, looks like there's a party over here.
Sada, you move over there, and you are face to face with Caradia.
Aradia.
The
Is that the
leader,
person we talked to? Damn.
she is surrounded by other sun elves, and as you watch, a number of other ones emerge from the braziers, flame things. I accidentally put that one on the map layer.
All
He is
right.
just a statue. There
Well,
we go.
so I can make a non-lethal attack with my katana, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you want to?
I would like to, but not yet. I want to do it as the AO I get when I trip someone because of greater trip. So I'm gonna try to trip this guy first.
Go ahead.
I think I
succeed?
tripped him. Yeah. Then I hit him with the blunt side of my katana.
Okay.
If I can find it. Blam. Oh.
You critically hit him with the butt of your katana somehow.
I hit him really hard.
Yeah,
Goblin exploding sack.
you actually confirmed the crit even with the -4.
Nice.
So yeah, roll 2d6 plus your strength bonus times 2.
Oh, all right. 2d6 plus my strength bonus.
Yeah, so in total 2d6 plus 2.
Okay. Oh wait, so roll 2d6 plus 2?
Correct.
Okay.
Bap.
Nice.
You like lightly knock him on the helmet as he falls, and he hits the ground and goes, ah.
Ah.
And then I go invisible.
Okay.
Yep.
Kasumi, is your turn.
Put that guy prone, Sal's. Do it.
Okay. So I remember there was a fireball at some point. It wasn't a big fireball, but didn't like that. I moved from right there. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30. Boop, 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 boop. Let me check something. Just a sec. Oh, I didn't even really need to move. Yeah, I'm gonna do it from further back. That's it. That's a safer thing. And I point. This is the person who shot the fireball.
Correct.
I'm like, I did not like that, and then I point at her, and her lungs fill with water.
Oh,
Is that non-lethal?
It can be because I could just stop it when she passed out.
so fucked
Alright.
up.
She has to make a fortitude save.
If I spend a burn, which I will.
Okay. She does not have a good fortitude save.
I figured not. She's a wizard.
She's an elven wizard. All right. I rolled a 12.
It's my 10 plus my con, which is already a 16.
Okay. So yes. Water flows up from her mouth. She begins choking severely. I believe it's at the beginning of her turn that she'll fall unconscious.
Let's reread. On each of its turns, it can tip a fortitude save in order to speak, but it can only breathe only if your concentration breaks. You leave the 120-foot range, or you break line of sight. Blah, blah, blah. If you do so and the target fails its first fortitude save, it becomes disabled and is reduced to 0 hit points. And on its second failed fortitude save, it falls unconscious and is reduced to -1. So currently, it is disabled.
Right. So right now it's basically just struggling to breathe, and on 0 hit points. So it's she is staggered as well, and is overall not having a good time. If you knock her unconscious with this, she will be dying though.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop now. Like I feel like I proved my point.
Okay. Well then, on her turn, she will be able to catch her breath, and we'll see what she does. She is on 0 hit points.
Suffocate.
Well, she won't suffocate.
Well, no, I'm just saying that's I'm happy for suffocate as an ability. It's horrifying.
Yeah, it is, but in this case, it's actually working out pretty well for you. Paulina, it's your turn.
Far mage, right?
What?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you crumbled up a little bit when you were talking.
Oh no. I'll move
Can
out of
hear
the
you
way
now.
of the fan, maybe. That was the far mage, the one
Yes.
over here.
That fireballed you, yes, and that
Yeah.
Kasumi just messed up.
Okay, gonna give a backwards glance to Kasumi. Really not a fan of that one.
I mean, it disabled her and she's not dying.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna attack this guy in a flurry. A flurry. A flurry. He's still up and about, right?
He is.
Okay, I'm gonna attack him. Oh.
It's not looking too good, but he's up and about.
Okay, I'm gonna attack him in a flurry and use jabbing dancer to move into this space, I guess,
Okay.
around him. And then I want to flying kick at the mage in the room.
Okay.
So gonna do that. Wee. Click the button. Click the. There we go.
Oh, there goes the button. Okay. Those first 4 attacks do hit him,
Okay.
except the first one is. Excuse me. You do not get bonus damage on the first one, so the second one will be enough to knock him out. As he falls
Oh,
onto
okay.
the
So then I
ground.
can. Yeah.
So you are able to get to the location that you want to.
Cool.
And flying kick the mage, and the mage is actually hit by the 20.
Oh,
So you hit
Nice.
the mage 3 times, so you get 2 jabs.
cool. I'm gonna spend a key point to do another jab, and I'm going to attempt to do a stunning fist on that one.
Okay.
I
don't even see Pow anymore.
She went into a room.
Oh,
did.
okay.
Also, she's on the opposite side of a wall from you.
Oh, that was a
That
good
too.
one.
Yeah.
It was a good one. Oh boy.
I can still see because I have Shinichi's vision. So
True.
yeah.
So that's 2 hits on the mage. I get a jab, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, actually, you get 3 jabs now.
Oh, I've already hit her twice?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You've hit her 3 times, essentially.
Well, yeah, but before, yeah, okay. And she
Or rather,
kinda
you've hit her 4 times.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Flurry 3, base attack bonus plus, base attack bonus plus, and then the one you made with the key.
Goodness
Um,
gracious.
I think that's one unconscious wizard.
Oh, okay. So I don't have to do the stunning fist even.
The stunning
Well, great.
fist, it might be superfluous, but
Cool.
if it isn't, I'll
One-
definitely roll for it.
One might say that your fists have already stunned them.
Yeah, that you beat the ever living shit out of this wizard, and he just collapses onto the ground.
Okay, cool.
We did it. We saved
Sorry
the
about
city.
that.
Guitars, you are currently grappling a elven magus who is struggling in your grasp. I forgot to actually do something with the magus on the previous turn, but I don't think he could have gotten out, and he doesn't have any spells without somatic components to cast on your face. So you get to continue. And even if you did, they'd be fire themed and you'd be immune.
Alright, I'll tie him up.
Tie him up.
I'm gonna click the grapple button 2 times. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. This is an attack. Up. And up.
I think he
Is-
might be tied up.
Hogtied like a Christmas present.
Alright, I pat him on his head, and then I still have a move remaining if I move, and swift, and then I still have my standard that I can use, which I use as a move. Is that all right?
Yes.
I can maintain as a move, and then I can continue to maintain as a swift, which means I still have my standard remaining to just do a move action.
You're good.
Grappling didn't need to be this complicated, Paizo. You didn't have to do
No,
it like
didn't
this.
have to be.
Let's
Could have just
switch
been
over
athletics
to
checks.
no. Let's just switch over to the better
5e.
grappling systems. No, it's
No,
Starfinder.
don't talk about it. All right. Which way? So that is where.
You saw Sada
everybody's
trip.
over
You saw
there.
Sada trip someone, then disappear in the thin air. But you can
All
probably
right.
still feel her.
I,
Right now, her current desire that you're feeling is to not die.
This was only 25 that I've moved, so I still have another 25 of movement. Oh, look at all of these people.
Yeah, that's why Sada's
Which
current desire
it's-
is to not die.
Is that the person we're looking for?
That is the
Yes.
important person there.
All right, and these are what?
Those appear to be wizardy people
Yep.
and people with bows.
Ah, bows.
And more elven warriors, which you presume at this point to be more maguses.
I see.
Behind Caradia is a massive mural of Baelithor, who looms down at you very judgmentally.
All right. Well, what's my saves look like? That is a lot of bows. Bows are the problem.
You do have damage reduction.
How bad can a bow be? He said before dying. Um,
Holy bows.
oh fuck. Well, that's bad actually.
Well, you don't know what they are, but
Well,
might
it's a
be.
it's
They're
a
probably
temple.
not. Well, maybe. You never know. Holy bows are good aligned, and Baelithor is not a good god, so
Oh, that's true. Then it would be unlikely. They
Mhm.
shoot evil bows at me and they heal me.
they don't actually. But
No, it's how it works.
That's how
Like
it works.
undead.
Yeah.
no, actually.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Ah! So I guess we found you. Are we gonna keep doing this, or do you want to talk about what your hubris is going to cost you? Or do you want to see it first before we manage to talk to you about it?
You seem very confident in your position.
I do. You should feel much less confident is the main lesson you need to be taking away. We can give you this lesson now, or you can learn quicker.
You appear to be powerful warriors, but our numbers are many. You will be overwhelmed.
It wasn't enough to stop the Seven Sorrows.
You're a very distant voice.
We're not interested in eliminating every single last one of you. We are interested in getting through your thick head before they create a devastating mistake that only brings more devastation upon you. We want our vengeance too. Surely you'd be able to understand that. And before you make a mistake and ruin ours and your own civilization, we are trying to stop that. But if you are too proud to see it, then we can at least shame you first so that you can.
The wizard to Caradia's left speaks to her, saying, "How dare these groundlanders speak to you in such a manner? Let us
Groundlanders.
let us
Sorry.
obliterate them from the very firmament." At which point, Caradia raises her hand to him. He goes, "No,
The exact same thing.
their defiance is pleasing to our
What?
god."
Oh yeah, God of Defiance. I forgot about that aspect. Of it. Hey, Baelithor.
See,
Wait,
it
what?
turns out that like we were trying to be nice, but we needed to be was shitty.
What?
That's
But
the
that
way
is-
to diplomacy with them.
Are they?
Bale-
But
That's the
wait,
Baylor
what?
way.
Is like Bellathor is a god of fire, retribution, and defiance.
Okay, but what if this all works out? Are they gonna be like, "Oh, everything's okay now"? War
No.
time.
Well, yeah, if it works out, then we manage to
Impress
work
them.
with them, and so then they don't just do the bad kind of murder.
So after all is said and done, when we make a deal, we tell them to fuck off.
No, we.
No, we're no
I'm
Nuva.
just trying to figure out how to talk to them.
Oh, they want vengeance on the Seven Sorrows and the Shogun. Their intention of enacting that vengeance was just to blindly
No.
kill people on Hadano.
Nuva
I
thinks it's
see.
gonna be like a whole. Okay, I thought you thought it's gonna be like a whole reverse psychology thing, where the moment we
No, yeah, I
agree
thought it
with
was
them,
reverse
they'll be like,
psychology.
no, actually, now that you agree with us, we hate you
No,
again.
no. We're trying to get them to work with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. Or like now we're buddies, right? And they're like, yes, now
Yeah.
we fight.
No, that's not how that works.
Okay,
We're
good.
just this is like a show of strength. We're showing that we are strong
Okay,
enough
good.
to get the aims that we shoot for.
Good. Okay, good. Good.
Approach the altar with your group, but no closer than the two pillars.
Do we
Okay.
Alright.
walk
Yeah.
past the two pillars?
You have wizards that cast fireball. You want us to all group in a single enclosed area?
Yes.
Can
That's
you at a minimum instruct the two wizards to leave?
That would require myself to leave as well.
We'll have to just
Believe
tank
me.
one fireball if you want to eat. If you'd rather not tank 3.
They will not harm you.
Right.
And should
well,
this-
Pau's not here, so she's
sense
the
the
good
motive.
judgment
Sense the
person.
motive.
I'll try, but you're the good sense motiver. I'm the.
I'm on the opposite side of the temple, unfortunately.
I know. Well, here's a plus 15.
Thought I
Seems
can sense motive.
to be not. She does not seem to be lying.
Can Sana sense
Um,
motive too, since she's there invisibly?
Sure.
All right, let me just get back to my computer. I was getting a snack. Just in case I roll really good. Hey, I got one higher.
You did.
She is lying.
For the same exact result. Karadia is obviously trying to have a advantaged position in case that this goes sideways. But right now she does not seem she does seem genuinely interested in resolving this amicably.
All right.
Alright, I pull out the party horn. And I go like, boom, boom.
The horn of Saruku blows. Katara's
Yeah.
calls for aid.
The
Alright.
remaining sun elves that were fighting you in the halls stop.
Sada stops
And
being
they-
visible as a free action.
The guy who's tied up is like, hey guys,
As I
I'm
walk
learning
by-
something about myself right now that I didn't know earlier.
As I walk by the mage that I suffocated, I do just do a quick kinetic healer on her.
She does not thank you.
Hey, maybe
Wow,
next time you'll
sweet.
have better luck.
She stares at you. You can't. She does not understand what you said to her, but she does understand you're saying something to her, but she just stares at you with a mixture of extreme contempt, but also a little
Fear? Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Man.
So your party can now move into a position around here.
Okay. I would like to
Move you all
be
to the.
as adjacent to as many party members as possible in case fireball happens, and I can use Key Guardian.
That makes
So-
sense. So you can place yourselves anywhere in this little hall or sort of fat hallway in front of these
Body
two
chain
pillars.
the hallway.
I'm just
You're a
gonna-
good hallway.
Here, everyone just sort of get cozy and, you know, we'll be
Or not.
cool.
Alright.
Get cozy, damn it!
I take off my armor.
Not that
Not
cozy.
that cozy.
Oh, I get back. Okay, wait. I
Like
look
a
at my
little-
armor.
Had a settee in his like sleeve the entire time that he sets down and
Ooh.
leans on it provocatively.
I bring out a kettle. It was in my
Oh.
helmet. Would anybody like some tea? I'm sorry, it's beer.
Oh, that's my favorite kind of tea.
Yeah. Here you go. Sometimes I wish that I had made Akio like comically tall, and then whenever he takes off the armor, it was just a little person in a big suit, like a Gundam. And I do
Right.
regret it. Like
Yeah,
a
I
gnome.
regret it too now. I did not know that I needed to regret that.
But you know what? It's a good idea. It's a good bit.
just a gnome with giant stilts.
Yep.
It's not too late to change the
Akio takes off his armor. Oh shit, it's the frog guy.
No! Have
so
we
you
ever
guys-
seen him with the armor off? I don't know.
Uh-oh.
So you guys positioned the way you want to be? Mino's also going to move to here, so she
Please.
can.
Please
AoE
cozy up.
Let me make sure I'm cozied up here.
Just keep
Uh,
in.
Stop,
touch
please.
my butt.
Yep,
This
No.
guy
I'm
actually
good.
stands back up.
Kasumi,
I'm
I'm not gonna
good.
touch your butt.
Move out of the way.
I know
Move
it
out
takes
the
a lot of
blast zone.
space. I'm sorry.
As
Gadaris.
tempting as it is to touch your butt, I'm not gonna touch your butt. This is not the
Gadaris.
time or place.
I mean, you can if you want to.
This is not the time or place.
Yeah, Gadara sneaks a squeeze.
You know what? I'll allow it.
Caradia steps off the. Oops. Steps off
Ellipse.
of the throne that she was standing on, sitting on. Walks forward and stands.
No,
on
she
the
was
raised
just standing on
platform.
top of it.
Yeah, that's a power move.
So, Caradia steps off the throne that she was T-posing on and walks forward.
I seek vengeance on all chairs.
Standing at the edge of the raised altar area as a pair of more mages step forward from the flames. You can also sort of hear commotion coming from the way that you came in from, like the stepping of very many feet.
Hmm.
I am
what
willing
we
to
want.
listen to your proposition, Sarugan.
All right.
Well,
So,
oh, no, you can go ahead.
okay. So, listen, this current path of yours.
I am confused. Is that one in charge, or you?
No, I'm in charge. He's just my diplomat.
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 Dipl-
Yeah.
He
Grand
is your
diplomat.
diplomacy.
Yeah, he's my diplomancer.
I
Diplomancer.
am.
Is
I am
is
Caradia, leader of the Sun Elves.
she
It
speaking
is-
common? Then?
She is speaking common, actually, or
That makes
Padanese,
sense.
rather.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you know.
Does she actually know it, or is it a magic spell?
She appears to be speaking it naturally.
Oh. She did her homework.
You seem
Well,
surprised.
You seemed too proud to bother learning Hadanese.
There is purpose in understanding the language of one's enemies.
That's true.
I spent the last month learning it.
Pretty good for a month.
Thank you.
But yes. So,
So you are the refrigerator of these lands. No, that was wrong.
what's a
What's a
refrigerator?
refrigerator?
Well, they had refrigerators.
Yeah, like
In the
magical
past,
ones.
too.
That would
Yeah.
make
No,
sense.
like they had
No, like-
refrigerators in the
yeah.
past too.
Well, maybe not like an actual fridge, but they had like ice chambers where you would keep things cold.
Yeah.
So
How
you
did
are
they
the
make
big
these
hole
ice
with
ones?
ice of these lands.
you and you are.
I am Sada Ryoto, the daimyo of Sarugu.
Very
Some
well.
say bungo.
And this is my
Speak.
retinue. So yeah.
Your
The current
retinue
path.
is
Hmm?
impressive warriors.
Yeah.
You seem to be lacking in magical representation.
Yeah, it's a problem.
No, we got
We got one guy, but
Zanzibar.
we got Zanzibar.
You note that Zanzibar is not here right
Yeah.
now.
No.
That's how powerful he is.
he was so powerful we couldn't let him in here.
Just the
Surprisingly enough,
suggestion of his
Zanzibar
name.
decided not to enter into the Death Trap Temple.
We say the name Zanzibar and a shudder like emanates across all of the elves.
Not
shoulders.
Zanzibar.
Oh my god, we've heard tale.
Akio thinks about this Zanzibar.
So, yeah. So your current I can understand your current need for retribution against the Seven Sorrows for what they did. I've seen the destruction they brought themselves. But the current path you're on will only lead to your own downfall and potentially the entire cities. Quite literally.
Blaine.
Well, they're strong.
I'm
I
sorry?
imagine trying to trying to raise all of Hadno, even from the sky. I imagine the Seven Sorrows will likely return again if you do so.
I
you
were to
already
do
saw-
so.
You already saw
Even
what
if
they can
all of the Sun Elves were to do so, I have no doubt that you'd be correct. Even if I were to somehow marshal the entirety of elven power in this city, simply the elves were mostly civilians. Could not possibly hope to wage a war against a population that outnumbers us thousands to one.
What
I
was your
think
intention?
that perhaps you do not understand what this city is.
do. I mean,
Like a big orbital cannon.
it's a giant
Tell
flying
me.
city. I imagine you could probably have has some crazy like magic or something that could probably do some damage. But
Have you ever heard of Kaltharak?
The wise?
What?
Nothing, sorry.
Yes.
Have you
So
ever heard
I
the
don't think-
tragedy?
I don't think Sada has any history to be able to roll to know that, so probably not.
Anyone who
Yeah.
does have history could roll it.
Let me see. I think I
I think
do.
I do.
I thought first. 1 second.
I thought first. I thought quicker than you.
Nuva is the undisputed master of the half-second thought.
How
Mean.
dare you?
Hey!
You
Yeah,
did it.
I think Akio knows.
all about Kaltharak.
You did
Oh
it.
yeah, I know
Akio,
about.
you've been to Kaltharak in your adventures as a mercenary. It sucks. Kaltharak is
Yo, bro.
the largest sandy desert on the planet.
Oh,
Vast
No.
expanse.
Yo, bro.
of-
If New Jersey was a locust, it would be that place. It. I.
Jersey was Locust.
That's what Akio. That's what Akio
Everybody
says.
knows about New Jersey.
Anyhow.
Kaltharak is a vast ocean of rolling sands, interrupted only by the occasional magic corrupted oasis and the ruins of the ancient Thene Empire.
Cool.
Nice.
Because
Whatever.
Kaltharak was once the Thene homeland.
Whatever great empire there used to be, they're gone now because they're dead. Yep.
I guess I
Your
would know about.
mastery of history is impressive.
Thank you.
I'm not just.
But how many elfin cities did that take though?
That required 10
And this
to
is
do
just
it
one.
quickly. This city is a weapon of ancient and terrible power, the likes of which has not been reproduced since its creation. It is quite
Wow.
capable of unleashing terrible energies.
So you take out one island, and what then? They realize what you're doing, and then send everything up to wipe you out. You already saw what the seven
Fully
sorrows
armed
alone.
and operational, nothing can stand before one of the great flying ions of the elves. The automated defenses would destroy anything that came close to us. The Seven Sorrows would no longer be a threat.
Sounds great.
The
Honestly, this
cost
sounds
of
pretty rad.
all life on the surface of the island, though?
Well, they don't care about that life. To them, this is justified.
No desire to annihilate all life on the surface or anything. But the Shogunate must pay for the loss of life on Amberillion.
And that we agree on. Yeah. No.
Well, how do the seven sorrows get up here in the first place? Don't you think they're probably able to easily get past any defenses the city would have, and
No,
we'll do that
I
again?
don't.
Why don't you?
These cities
We already saw.
existed during the Dragon Wars. They survived those sorts of assaults. I do not consider these Seven Sorrows to be a threat on par with the flight of dragons, potent though they are.
Well, hey, let's say you do take out every single part of Padno, take out the entire shogunate. What about the rest of the world?
The rest of the world had nothing to do with this. As
Do you
far as I'm
think the
aware.
rest of the world is going to stand for a giant elven city raising the country, raising a whole country to the ground?
They will have no choice. The city will be activated. With the city's activation, the other cities will follow, and the Elven Empire will be revived once more.
Whoa.
Are you so sure about that? Are you sure the rest of the elves are going to agree with you?
Fascism elves, I see. Have you
diplomacy.
reached out to them?
Who?
You're the one
Me?
speaking.
Okay. All right. Oh no. Oh, I rolled a 7, but I still got 29.
Her face, as her eyes narrow at you. To be sure, we have not interacted with them yet, but if their leadership is as weak-willed as our own, it can be replaced.
Are you gonna also do war against other elves that don't follow your lead?
We would remind the Burned King of his obligation to protect his people.
Yes.
I don't know.
Once
I
he
think it protects a lot more
is-
of his people if he took out one city that was causing trouble than turning every other city to your cause.
Our cause is this. Our cause is the same.
What happened to the original ancient elves? Did you guys just decide to take a nap of it at some point? Like, you had these powerful cities and you were able to withstand the dragons. So I assume you just won and then decided to take a nap. Was that what happened?
Yeah.
I'm not even rolling a history check here. I'm just rolling a logic check because trying to remember, like, jog my memory here.
I'm not sure what you're referring to with these checks, but you dare compare the fall of our empire to a nap?
Oh, I wasn't aware. See, I'm not as educated as Akio here. I don't have a PhD in history. I'm living in the moment, so to speak, seeking my vengeance as it comes. I was just wondering how it could be then that you had these incredible cities, you had all of this power and devastation at your fingertips. You laid waste to the Thene, which, by the way, never cared for him very much, so good job. And you just, what happened after that? You just, you demonstrated that you could completely eradicate an entire location and everybody was just like, cool. And then you decided to stop doing stuff for however long it was that you stopped. Is that my understanding of the history of it? I'm just trying to piece it together because based off of the facts you told me, that must have been what happened because nobody would have been able to penetrate your defenses.
Isle Oron withdrew the support of the his support from the elves and chose to contain his power to Astereliath, which he shrouded in storms, as admittedly just punishment for the excesses of the Empire. But this is not the enslavement of an entire race for 1,000 years. This is retribution. This is focused and justified.
Oh, you said an interesting word there, focus. I hesitate to call what you describe focus. If your object of ire is the Shogun and his seven sorrows, surely what you would desire was vengeance directly upon him, not vengeance upon thousands of innocents. This doesn't seem focused to me. This just seems like devastation on a percentage of the plane of Logos.
And what? You would direct our vengeance. We should place our retribution in your hands to pick and point out where it should be sent.
I think
Which
it's clear.
cities we
Not
should
in our hands, but you can work with us instead.
Yeah.
Instead of,
I think it's clear that well, it remains to be seen, but it would be difficult for us to force your hand here. As you say, you do have this incredible city with powerful abilities. Whether you can convince everyone in this city to go along with you, or instead you would cause a civil war to break out, that would be another concern that you might want to meet with, because perhaps you try and force this issue and you have to murder some of your own kind in order for that to occur. But that's neither here nor there. You certainly do have a great deal of strength and could do many of the things that you've said and get away with it maybe for a certain amount of time. I'm saying that you could get a better result if you instead tried to work with us. I am not trying to force you until you force me to force you, because certainly we will have a problem with the islands of Hadano being raised. We live on them.
yes.
I think we could
But-
consider sparing yours. You don't seem to be allied with the Shogun.
Well, the issue is potentially many of the others do not wish to be allied with
Yeah.
the Shogun.
Instead,
And you would be raising those, and those would be potential allies of our own kind. And also, they're people.
yeah.
All live proximate to each other. We share our cultures and traditions, and that is an awful thing to do to them. So in a sense, by raising these places, you would be not only you would perhaps be getting your vision of vengeance fulfilled, but you would be bringing our vengeance upon you. We've managed to rough up your temple. You'd have your super city defenses up, maybe, if your civil war is successful. But you could instead avoid all of this, work with us, and directly undo the Shogun's empire.
Help us
And
end the
cer-
Shogun's empire, and as we turn his islands against him,
Roll
instead of
diplomacy,
razing them
please.
all to the ground.
One of you can help the other, in which
Oh.
case,
I will. Oh, Sada
Oh.
rolled.
All right.
All right,
in
well,
which
then
case
I
you'd
will
get advantage.
Oh.
Oh, you want me to roll again? No, which
mean-
one's helping who? Well, 50, I guess. Is that good enough?
Yes. Caradia
That was
looks.
muted.
Oh, are you okay?
Oh yeah, that's fine. I was just I was saying in the future we need to decide who's going to roll skill checks like ahead of time.
Yeah.
Um,
Always
I was
be-
caught up in the moment.
It'll always be Nuva. I vote
What?
always Nuva.
Yes,
rolls
Nuva has
skill
to roll the
checks.
skill checks now.
Okay, what am I rolling? Diplomacy?
No. Don't roll.
Yeah, Akio rolls diplomacy and gets a 1.
looks conflicted. And she stands there looking at you for what seems like a long while. Perhaps consideration should be paid to the full extent to which we take retribution against Hadano in toto, if not the shogunate. Where would you have us strike?
Well, when you say strike, do you mean turn your city into a big laser?
That is my preferred plan. I am willing to listen to alternatives.
Well, I'm not the general of this situation, and currently the general is thinking really hard about a fun time she had at a bar earlier. And
Actually, if I could speak up one moment, please. I was the former general, and so I do
Sure.
have some experience in this matter. So I stepped down willingly to pursue the.
Why can't you just have two generals? Never mind. I do not want to intrude on your personal into.
They only give us 1 slot in the kingdom building rules.
I was
Bizarre.
I was pursuing some spiritual endeavors. Still am. Anyways, but I
Can I interest you in the Church of Baalathor? We have vengeance.
We got vengeance, we got fire.
gotta
fresh
say it's pretty
vengeance
sick,
here.
but I will have to respectfully pass. Though I do admire your willingness to get things done in whatever in a way that you deem necessary. But rather than simply annihilating him, that would be quick. It'd be flashy. It'd be satisfying for a little bit. Wouldn't you rather drag that out a little bit? Make him
I mean,
really
he's
regret
got an
the day.
army. You can just melt his entire army, and that's basically what he uses to support his empire. He's got an army in T.
Okay.
If he loses his army in T, then suddenly he has a huge problem, and that is largely like his angle for why he is able to like control Hadano. Right? Is that he is currently like fighting T, and if he suddenly loses all capability to wage war against T, then he loses so much of his support. Here.
So you would have us annihilate T.
No, his army in T.
Oh.
He's just got like some camps there.
So we should burn the entirety of his army
What if you were just to burn down every single trade ship you came across of the Shogun?
Well,
Not even take their stuff, not even like engage them in contact, just annihilate them.
why
We
not?
would have to chase after them, and the
Yeah.
Oh, that's
city
fair.
is still on its own trajectory. I am frankly unsure if I could redirect
Okay,
it.
Why
so
not just blow up his army? Is that not kosher? They're soldiers. They're for
hang on.
dying.
I'm thinking of a mental picture right now. So
The city,
imagine,
unfortunately, does not float over T. Would be difficult to move us there.
all right. So picture this. We're at our Sarugan army is at war, about to go into battle with an army of the Shogun. Battle lines are drawn, two sides very clear, nice and pretty, looks very impressive. And just as their enemy general gives their demands to surrender, all of a sudden, what's your main besides the planet killing lasers? What is your primary method of defending yourselves here? Do you have like automatons or anything like that?
It's primarily battle mages.
Well, battle mages are good because they can do a lot of very big things. So this is all happening, and the Shogun's ready to go. He's excited. He's looking forward to it. And then imagine the crushing, humiliating, soul-shattering moment when the High Elven battle mages of the people that he backstabbed let loose a fiery destruction on his army, the likes of which none in the present era have ever seen. Let him soak in the destruction that he brought upon himself, and then we capture him. We give him to you.
Oh damn, we give them to them. What about our vengeance?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they take care of it.
Yeah.
We got some vengeance too, right?
What cause have you for vengeance?
Well, he killed Sada and I. He killed our parents.
Yeah.
He
Bat
took
Bear's
our Bat Buyer's parents. He took our home. We grew up never knowing the place that we were born from, and had to live as poor pariahs in a city that was uncaring due to its high focus on extreme capitalism.
What do you mean? There was a very caring older man
Listen,
who cared for you very closely.
he did, and I think he at some point he only really cared about Kasumi.
That's not true. I mean,
I know. He got along with Kasumi very well.
None of the kids cared for him, but he still had a soft spot.
People
But
in the
yes,
city
yes,
who
carry
ended
on.
up helping you quite a bit. But still, neither here nor there. Caradia looks at you, and she does not seem at all sympathetic towards your plight.
Yeah.
She seems filled with wrath.
That like in that they're justified in wanting, or that we compared our loss to their loss of all of these people. Because I was gonna say we got more about how he sucks.
If you want to keep going,
The way he's impoverished and allowed this Sarugu to
He's
go
basically-
fallow.
Get back.
He's basically sapped
wasted
dry
all
of
these-
pretty much all of Hadno for whatever his cause against T is.
Yeah, the people of Hadano suffer and toil. Their lands are sawmill-less.
she seems a little confused at that one.
Well, listen, you don't have trees up here, but if you did, you would just look at the books and know that that is the only thing you should be spending your resources on.
100 years later in Locust's history, global warming entirely out of control.
No, there's
Here
the
we
fight.
chopped down all of the trees.
The phytoplankton. We need this many sawmills in order to be sustainable.
Ah, of course.
If we had just one super sawmill, then we would deforest. Instead, we have sawmills spread around all over.
Sustained tree murder.
Yeah.
We replant the trees.
Mm.
Then
And then you
cut them
hire a
down.
druid and make them grow really quickly.
Yeah, exactly. There's magic.
Actually, that makes sense in
Damn
this
it.
sort of setting. Damn it.
Magic!
Damn it! You can completely avoid global warming with magic.
God damn it. Fucking plant growth. The spell, not the actual function of plants. Caradia seems to empathize with you. Every word you say is another indictment against the man who swore to us his protection and then betrayed it. You would have us fight with you, Sadaryudo Daimyo of Surugu.
Yes. If you're willing.
Then you shall have it.
Sada nods. Alright.
Now, how will you help us seize control of Amberilion? I did it again.
Well, you're gonna have to get the people here to agree with your cause. And I think they're pretty for it, mostly. Gadaris did not have an audience with the king, so he's just like immediately like, well, all right, how do we solve that problem?
Wait, we never actually met the king of the city, did we?
The
You did,
Archon.
didn't you?
Oh, okay.
The
The
Archon.
Archon. Okay, I wasn't sure if there was
Mhm.
like a separate king or not.
No. The
There is a
Archon
separate
stayed.
king, technically.
But he's all the way in
the-
another city or something?
Yeah, the flying elven cities are fairly independent, mostly because the actual high elven king, the ancient elf known as the Burned King in Asteriliath, is just very aloof of dealing with anything outside of his throne room, essentially.
Well, the easiest way would be to convince the Archon to stand down from his role, or to
It's a
agree
role
with
he
your
has had
cause.
for nearly
I
800
think
years.
the Archon would be willing to work with you if considering if you're not going to raise everything. I've already talked to him and he wants to work with us. So
Why don't we just call him up right now?
if you're
Can he
willing
have
to
an
talk to
audience here?
him. Oh. You
Yeah,
guys
we
got
would.
phones?
Bones?
No, phones.
Oh,
We
we do not
have
have bones.
I mean,
methods to
they all
communicate
collapse.
within the city. And she has a mirror brought out. And it is placed before you all. And she actually steps down off of the plinth and walks towards you. Her guards getting extremely tense as she does so. And stands before the mirror and waving her hands in front of it. There is a moment as the metal of the mirror seems to ripple before it resolves into the interior of the Archon's quarters, where the Archon stands before them, looking at the whole of you through the mirror in his room.
I
Giant
wave.
wall-sized one. He does not wave back. Coradia and Sadaryudo,
That's me.
I must admit I was not expecting a call directly from you, and certainly not with you all at the same time. What is the meaning of this?
We need you to step
No,
down.
we were able to convince Caradia to work with us. So I guess talking with you guys, getting you guys to talk it out if you're willing to work with them and us as well. Then
The Archon's normally entirely stoic face breaks a little as he snaps towards looking at you from Caradia, and his eyes widen slightly before he recovers. I was not aware that you would be taking a tack of reconciliation. At which point, Caradia turns to a lot of you and goes, "Did he tell you to come here and expel us?"
well, we talked to him about us coming here, and he said, I think he said to expect us to have to fight you, but he told us not to kill you. So
Oh, how beneficent! Caradia, perhaps my words were ill chosen. I merely meant to say, you merely meant to exile us using these ground Sarugans as your cat's paws. You coward. These
Politically cowardly. I'm not gonna. I mean, she's kind of got him there.
these words are ill fit to be addressed to an Archon of an Orion. This. Oh, you're right. That's true. Maybe you shouldn't be an Archon then.
well, I mean, he even said himself when we were talking to him that if we could convince you to help us, then you have powerful allies. So I don't know. He expected us to exile you.
No.
I understand.
I see
Nobody
where he was
wants-
coming from
Ah.
now. He sought to have you essentially draft us into your army. And once we were removed from the city, to prevent us from ever returning.
Well, that's not
True,
very
Archon?
nice.
That seems pretty crummy.
Is this true, Archon?
The Archon. Look, one of you can roll sense motive on the Archon.
Wow.
Move.
You're
Somebody-
Wow.
wise.
Somebody call me. Oh no, sorry.
Oh no, pal.
Pow shrugs.
No, actually, Pow, you. It's not too hard to tell. Yeah, that was exactly his plan. You
He
get-
was the evil one all along. Well, really, it was reasonable.
What?
It was, yeah, it's actually like he was trying to kill two birds with one stone here.
All right.
Archon?
This accusation is baseless, and I will not deign it with a response. However, I am happy that you have been able to reconcile yourselves to not annihilating everything on the surface. At this point, I am not sure if I have. How can I be sure to trust you? She gestures to you, Sada. When I know that you have been working with the likes of this Viper. That seems very extreme.
Could just
Yeah.
use Zone of Truth.
I mean, I think the Archon's heart is in the right place. He simply wanted to protect his people,
He wants to protect his people.
and he's worried about
Right.
any retaliation the Shogun might have brought about. I'm sure.
Yeah, his heart's in the right place. He's just a coward.
Yeah.
You know, which is something you knew. But, like, he's using his coward brain to solve the problem. You know, you work with the tools you have at your disposal, and his tool is a coward's brain. So he's trying to do the right thing.
How dare you accuse me of coward? Caradia snaps off the mirror.
Whoa! Alright. Broke your own mirror? Those probably expensive.
She doesn't break it. She just
She snaps it off.
No,
and eats
no. She punches it, and
the mirror ceases its connection, and Caradia walks towards you, Gulpo Fig Newton, and goes,
How dare you talk to the Archon that way and kills me. He may be shitty, but he's our shitty guy.
"That was very amusing."
and then she makes out with you.
No,
Listen, I mean, he's working with what he's got, and clearly he's,
he isn't though. That is the issue. He has all the power of one of the greatest weapons ever devised, and he refuses to use it. Explain
is
that to me in ways that I can understand, because I cannot.
What is an Archon
Well-
like in terms of your hierarchy? Is it just like
It's like a duke to
Governor?
a king.
a
Yeah.
duke to a king? Can you?
It is technically the governor of a city.
Does your mirror connect to the king?
Caradia stops and looks at you, like half, just rather incredulous. And
He can
are
certainly.
you suggesting that I contact the burned king directly?
Yeah.
I mean,
And tell him what the Archon is being a coward and a wuss, and that he needs to be replaced. You suffered tremendous losses here. The Burned King would certainly be sympathetic, I believe. Not that I know the man personally. And clearly, the Archon's a coward, so if the Burned King says he has to step down, he'll just do it. Unless he goes
Perhaps-
berserk mode.
Huh.
I never thought of it like that.
Perhaps that is less a preposterous idea than I initially thought. Indeed, how else is the Burned King supposed to rule his empire if he cannot know what's happening in it?
Yeah.
She goes back to the mirror. She waves her hands before it, and it begins to ripple and shimmer.
All right, I like put my hair up and I try and I lick my hands and I smooth my hair back a little bit.
It's instantaneously perfect.
yeah, I was gonna say your spit probably is just like hair gel, like actual hair gel. It's essentially a pomade.
I spit in my hand a little bit and I offer it to Kasumi.
I initially bulk. I think about it. Kind of lean my hair towards him.
All right, I make Kasumi's hair perfect.
Fuck yeah!
It's, all right. Yes, it's perfect. Also disgusting, but perfect.
It's magic.
It's
might
not
have
just-
Gross magic. Magic can
I'll
be
just clean my
icky.
hair afterwards.
The image slowly resolve. Upon a person. A man sits in a throne. You would want to say an elf due to his slight build, but it's hard to tell. He is entirely swathed in
What if it's a dean?
white robes that cover his person from head to toe. His left arm is on the armrest of his throne, but his right arm hangs uselessly in his lap, and you can tell that the robes here are not merely robes. Beneath them are tightly woven bandages, and in places you can actually see blood and other issuances
What
Wow.
color is it?
leading through.
So that's why he's called the Burn King, because he's actually burned.
Upon his face is a silver mask, the right side of which is eyeless, the left side of which is not. And from it peers a blue eye of an intense, shocking electric blue that even in the shadows of the mask seems to shine out at you.
Hmm.
Why have you contacted me? Caradia freezes. Her whole Baelithor defiance shtick going directly out the window as she now speaks to the Elven King, the Burned King, the one who has stood and walked Logus since nearly its beginning.
Jeez. He's old.
He's really fucking old.
Surprised he's just not a skeleton or ashes. Like he's the Burn King
Cutting
because
him out.
he's just a pile of ashes.
He is one of the last of the ancient elves and holy
Because of
immortal.
fighting dragons. Dragons burnt him up.
You can try
Yeah.
rolling history.
I don't have
Accio knows.
that. I'm just.
You know what?
This is just
Sana,
Godar's
you would know,
intuition.
actually,
Oh, yeah,
just
I have
because
no-
of your
love
absorption
dragons.
of Bones'
Oh,
history of the champions.
Don't
Oh,
be
yeah.
a dick. I'm
The
rolling
Burned
history.
King, who just joined.
And me. I
Oh, hey,
set my
Prof.
alarm-
Him.
Hey,
Set my alarm to be ready to join you guys tonight, and I guess my phone died. I just
Ah.
got it. How
Ah,
it works. So sorry.
No
that's
worries.
okay. We will
He
catch
kicked
you
the
up
door
next
down.
week. They beat up some Sun Elves.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
they were like, "That's cool. We're in."
yes, Suru broke down a door.
Nice.
And now they are speaking to through a mirror to the ancient elven king, who I was just describing who he was, because actually this is a character from the previous campaign.
Ah.
Yeah, I forgot
so,
we talked
yeah.
to him when we went on the airship.
The current king of the elves had half his body incinerated by his father, the former king of the elves, shortly before his father was killed by the champions of Ordania.
Ah. Okay. I remember that.
That's why this guy is in such rough shape, because
Yeah.
the wounds he suffered defy any form of magical healing.
That's rough, buddy. All right.
It's not
So
good.
Yeah.
so is
Caradia appears unable to speak,
okay.
and the Elven King is just sort of looking at you each with his
All
eye
right.
before he starts raising his hand to shut the mirror.
Hey, Your Highness.
He stops.
I am well. This is a weird one. I figured Karadia would speak, but I'm Sada Ryudo. I am the daimyo of Surugu. You've probably never heard of it.
You
It's a very small
Is it-
Hadanese
It is
island.
an island in the northern Hadanese archipelago.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, so
You heard of me? That's
No,
so cool. You know that.
Akio, stay chill. This man is 1 billion years old.
I assure you, I am merely 10,000.
That's the
Thus,
same. That's the
so-
same number to me.
So the what's the city names again? Are
Amberillion.
Emberillion, or is it Emberillion, or
Amberillion.
Emberillion.
okay? So
Alfred.
I'm sure you know of the city of Emberillion and how it sort of circles around Hadano.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not circles. It's more of a figure eight.
Yeah. So recently, apparently they've always had some kind of alliance or like a understanding with the ruler of the rest of Hadano, the shogun of the Broken Coast, which was
Yes,
recently broken. And
indeed.
and
I was
oh
not aware.
yes, so
Explain how broken.
the these this group of assassins that works for the shogunate known as the Seven Sorrows recently came to Emberyllion, and what's the archive called again? The archive of
Crystal Archive.
the crystal. They came to Emberyllion and utterly destroyed the crystal archives here, killing
And
countless
many others.
civilians and guards along their way.
Horrifying loss.
Yes. It's well, the reason this has come about is that it has recently brought about a disagreement between the Temple of Baelathor with the Sun Elves here and the Archon about how to react to this. The Archon has currently parked the city outside of just outside of our capital city in Tsurugu, Hayaba. And
I am afraid I am not aware of the exact settlements upon your island.
yes.
I apologize.
Yes, and I imagine you probably don't know that we're against the Shogun. We're leading a rebellion against them. We've recently taken over most of Tsurugu. Well, we've taken
Indeed.
over all of Tsurugu. Yeah.
You seem
You
natural
think-
allies to my people then.
Yes. Which is why the Archon came here.
Yeah.
But the disagreement is, originally the Sun Elves wanted to take a little bit more of an extreme approach, but we were able to convince them somewhat otherwise. Or they wanted to, raise the Shogun's allies to the ground.
And
But I
to
think
do
we've
so, they would use Emberyllion.
yes, I think we've managed to mostly convince them to not bring about wanton destruction and work with us to hopefully gain their retribution. But it's been
You
I think
are
it's
correct to do so. It has been my ever-living wish to never see those weapons used in such a way again.
Darius has such
I-
a smug look on his face.
I watched the burning of Kalthorok. There's never been a more terrible thing I have seen. Millions of lives snuffed out in instants.
yeah, it does sound pretty horrific.
Truly. If Emberyllion had somehow managed to reawaken its weaponry, I would have had to destroy its leadership myself.
Well, that's what the Archon wants to do. I'm just kidding. He does say that.
So that's originally where the disagreement between the Archon and the Sun Elves had come from. About how-
These are Sun Elves.
Yes.
He looks at Caradia. You would have reawakened Emberyllion, destroyed the Argent God that guides, and used it in its most heinous form. Caradia basically goes hamina, 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 under the intense gaze of the king's eye.
You must understand that this is in the context of not. How long ago actually was the attack?
1 month.
Not but a month ago, they had witnessed the slaughter and destruction of their home with somebody they considered an ally, and of course, were seeking some way to.
The Crystal
Find
Archives themselves
retribution or
were
justice.
literally melted were literally melted by a magma kineticist.
Right.
Whether
so,
it be 1 month or 1,000, I would never allow these weapons to be used again.
right. Well, the blood
And
has
I
chilled a
cannot
little bit.
suffer those who would
Well, they
to
wouldn't
live
is the
upon
thing.
them. I banish you.
What's happening?
Oh no.
You've
Remove
been banned.
yourselves from the Amberillion, or face the wrath of the burned king.
But King, they were not going to use it. They had been convinced
They have
otherwise
already
that it was the
admitted
wrong idea.
their intent.
But it
Such
is no longer their
feelings-
intent.
It is for the moment. But such things can be easily resurrected when the temptation is before you at all times. I will
And
not have
they
it.
find
They will be
some.
removed. Within 1 month's time,
Uh-huh.
there shall be no sun elves upon Amberillion,
What will you do of
or
them?
I shall ensure it. And with that,
Oh,
the mirror shimmers
well,
and disappears.
I
Well,
guess
they're
that
Gradia
was
our
good.
is
allies.
left staring at it.
Wow, I was gonna ask him what his favorite drink was, but okay.
Oh, what?
Does-
I love talking about booze. What?
Oh, hi. In
I'm
your
actually a
great,
Polonius worshipper.
in the great span of time that I cannot even comprehend as man, you must have been to many places, made wonderful memories, and seen things that I will never ever see.
Yes, all
What's-
of these are true.
What's your favorite recipe?
For
Would be your favorite thing.
Yeah,
Drink.
what's your? It's a drink. Yeah. What?
Hmm.
What?
1 part alcohol. Shake. Serve.
Just 100% alcohol.
I am
I
very
find-
fond of
It's
sparkling
called-
white wine in orange juice. And with that,
Oh.
the image disappears.
Well,
I call
damn.
it silly bubbly juice.
In the elven tongue, it is known as the mimosa.
Aradia looks at you, and her entire persona of arrogant, aloof power has completely been wiped away.
Oh.
As she goes over to one of the steps and just sits down on it. And with that, we'll stop for the night.
Okay.
As it
That's
is
rough.
now 9:30.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, there was that was one of those things that I did not expect you to do, but did plan for.
Oh, that's fun.
You expect us just to like kick their asses?
No, I didn't expect you
No,
to
Oh,
contact
Elf
it's
King.
Sun King.
Contact the Burn
contact
King.
the ancient elven king specifically. It
Well,
was an option though.
Well, it worked great.
and it's
I
always
feel like
wonderful.
it didn't work great though,
It
because
worked
like
out too great for Caradia.
Didn't
Well,
work out
yeah.
great for her, but now that
Yeah.
Coradia problem is resolved.
it's true, but now the Sun Elves are gonna hate us more specifically. We did get the
Nah, they're gonna be sad, and then we'll try and say listen, maybe you can redeem yourself in their eyes by helping us or something. We'll spin it some
mean,
way.
It is partially sort of, I guess, our fault for telling him, but also, I guess she would have told him anyway if she had spoken. So.
Well, no, it's great that this happened. If
Yeah.
she had decided to go through with the whole raising
So
the
yeah,
thing,
so she
it's-
would have known that. Yeah. So now she
Then-
knows that everything she thought was not right. Sort
yeah.
of just had her whole worldview shattered, I guess.
The king of the elves has other weapons to use against his own weapons potentially.
So yeah, so really it's a good thing. Yeah, we'll just try and give her some space, and then I don't know, hire some of these mages to help. I mean, they're not gonna have a place to live. We're gonna have a sun elf colony on Sarugu now. We're gonna have to
Yeah.
build another fucking settlement.
Or a foreign
Maybe
quarter.
we send them to Bozu.
They
Wouldn't
can
that
hang
be
out
fun?
with. They can hang out with Vorkrit. It could be
No,
like a
Vorkrit-
It's coming up here.
The Vorkrit's coming up here, remember? We made that
Oh yeah,
diplomatic
I
deal.
forgot. Yeah.
So
Instead
yeah,
of the Archon and Vorkrit with the goofy sitcom.
yes, Archon and Borkrit, the odd couple. So yes, you are now
Free.
to move about the cabin. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the session.
Yes.
I did. I got to be smart.
You did.
What?
No, yeah, it's true.
I thought
I'm
you said
glad
you did. And I'm like, cells. What?
Did we level?
You did not level, I'm afraid.
Oh damn.
Maybe next time.
I'm glad Nick got to be a part of the last 15 minutes or so.
I'm sorry. Like that sucks.
No, I mean it happens.
Yeah.
It's
I placed my bet on that actually. That you had just fallen asleep or something.
Yeah, and I bet against it, and I lost $50.
Yeah. I'm now
Um,
I now have $50 million.
I said no, he would never do that. But now I'm at 50.
guys. Anyway,
Hey, shut up.